What up, guys? It's currently Monday, 1 p.m. in Ottawa, and we have snow again. But okay, it won't ruin the grind, won't ruin the mood. Just finished up with some meetings, and about to go hit a quick workout and sauna, and then we'll get back on the grind. But these last few weeks have been pretty difficult, as you guys have seen on my channel. And I just started lifting myself back up last week, and I mean, I've been keeping it up since. But I did a lot of reflecting, and there's something I wanted to address and talk about. Might be something that a lot of people think about. Whenever I have these difficult times with business, the e-commerce agency, the trading account, all that self-employment stuff, I reflect, and the first thing I think about is, what if I had a regular job, If I was a wagey, how would things look like? I'd have a lot less mental stress, but I know I'd be disappointing myself and all the goals that I have. I'm a very ambitious person. Sometimes I do set unrealistic goals, which is why, I get down on myself because I don't reach these goals. But at the end of the day, I'm not that I really care and compare myself to others, but I'm doing a lot better than a lot of people my age. And that's just a fact. But I do set myself at very high standards, and I expect great things from myself. I haven't been in the business game for 5 years just to let it go. But a lot of times I do feel like quitting. It's obviously part of the game. And while I was doing all this reflection, I was looking at jobs on LinkedIn. That's how bad my mental got. And I'm not opposed to a job. A lot of people are scared to tell me they have a job or that they work a job, but I have no problem with people working a job. Everybody has their own path. And personally, I've worked many jobs in the past, including 3 engineering co-op terms. And just personally, I didn't like it. I didn't like the commuting 1 hour there and back. I didn't like how some supervisors treated me as if I'm just an object or just a random replaceable person, which is who I am. I am a replaceable person in the engineering field. I'm not the brightest person. Sure, I'm hardworking and everything, but if it's not something that interests me a lot, I'm not gonna put my all into it. And there's there's nothing wrong with having a job. It's just not what's for me personally. At least what I think. Because when I worked those jobs, I hated my life, like, more than the stress that I endured. The stress that I just went through and that I'm still going through. It's an everyday stress, but it's a nice kicker, and it's a nice motivation to work and set yourself whatever payout that you want to pay yourself out from the business. It's whatever you chase, whatever you'll get. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with being a wagey. It's just, I never liked it. I got treated like shit from some supervisors. I hated the commuting. I'm not interested in any topic, engineering, math, science. Like, sure, I find some stuff interesting, but like, there's nothing that I would work 40 hours for in those fields. There's just nothing that interests me, especially if I'm gonna commute 1 hour there and back, you know, get shot on by a supervisor because I missed a deadline, or there's something missing in the task. Bro, at the time I was getting what, like 25 an hour? Not that that's really bad at my age, but it's just like, it's not something that I'm gonna kill myself for. So doing a lot of reflecting, and I just came to the conclusion that I just have to make this work no matter what. And I only have myself to support me. I have a nice supporting cast, but through tough times, we're obviously going to go through it together with the business. All my colleagues, we just all went down basically together through the downtime. Like, when I say we went down, it's just, I was expecting us to go up in a straight line, linear line, but we had ups, pretty decent downs, and then we're bouncing back up now. So it's nothing to be concerned about. It's just the magnitude and the amount of times that we get hit with just random bullshit. It just takes a toll on you eventually that it's like, can you even sustain this long term? Which I know we can. It's just when you get into that negative mindset and you're just overthinking everything, it gets to you. Even for me as a person that, holds their stress pretty well, keep my composure. I'm pretty good at showing people that I'm not really stressed, but even my with all the drawdown and everything, even myself, like, you know, I went through it, and like I said, for basically 2 weeks, I was dead inside, just reflecting and thinking about everything. But yeah, just the whole job thing. Like I said, if I could be a if I could be an assistant online or help someone out with an agency, a business, have my own hours and work as an entrepreneur on the side, I have no problem with that. I'm even open to it. If someone wants to send me a job to help them out remotely, I'm on my PC basically all day looking at charts, Twitter, and all that stuff for the trading part. And then I'm obviously on my PC most of the day answering clients, invoicing, and doing everything that I need to do for the e-commerce agency. So I'm on my PC regardless. Any day-to-day, like small bullshit tasks, I have no problem to do. It's extra income. I'm open to it. It's just the commuting and just the job in person for something that I'm not interested in. It would just kill me and just ruin every single goal that I've had, everything that I've worked for. I bought a house when I was 20. I'm looking to buy hopefully another house sometime this year at 23. I have a pretty big portfolio for my age. I have a successful business going on with my friends, and everything, the big picture looks good, but it's just these small downtimes that get to you. And I know I'm yapping and just saying the same shit all I know I'm yapping and saying the same shit many times, but all this to say that there will be ups and downs. As long as you stick to the overall goal, the overall plan that you set for yourself, I think everything will be fine. And I'm going to stick to my plan. I said if the agency and everything doesn't work out by 25, then I'd probably throw in the towel then. But before that, I think we'll just stick to the plan. The crypto bull run will come. Everything will recover. Everything will be okay. And I truly believe that. I just have to keep working hard, investing my time into content because this is something that I want to grow. And whenever I have downtimes in other parts of my overall business or portfolio, I don't want to just set the camera aside. I want to pick it up, document the good things, document the bad things, and just, 5, 10 years from now, I look at myself and I smile with the small, well, at that scale at the time, the small problems that I had. And for whoever's watching, if you're an aspiring entrepreneur or have your own agency or business and you're learning through this, we're all having a setback together. It's good to relate with some people and talk with some like-minded individuals online. So I'm always open to chats. If you want to hit me up on Instagram or join the Discord for trading. It's free in the link in the description below. But yeah, I just got to the gym. I'm gonna hit a nice workout, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.